What's going on, guys? Playbox here, and we're back for another Dragon Ball Legends video. Now in this video, I'm going to be making a guide for the Battle 51 of the new Goku Black event, the Singular Compulsion Goku Black event. So Battle 51 is kind of like a challenge battle. It's not required for to get the 1k CC. You just need to complete the first 50 battles. This is just an extra battle that has pretty much a couple of challenges and a title reward. So yeah, this is like a challenge battle. I'm going to be doing a guide similar to how I did for the other World Tournament event that happened like a couple months ago. So for this one, the challenges are battle with an extreme unit, single casualty. I didn't do that yet, but it's not that hard. 2 ultimate skills, rising, rush, and clear with an 80 count, 180 counts. So most of them are pretty easy, except the EX character. I guess it would be kind of hard depending on what EXs you have. So there are a number of teams you can use. The main one I would suggest is Fusion. EX you can use is Gogeta, of course, but you can use Super Saiyan, not Super Saiyan, but transforming Gotenks if you don't have Gogeta. The downside with this team is you don't have really an EX unit you can bring, I think. I'm not really sure, but what I would go for is Kefla, Super Vegito, and Gogeta. That way you'll have 2 ultimates for one of the challenges in Kefla and Vegito, and you have Gogeta for the EX. The other team I would suggest is definitely Future. This is more of a better team, not this one. I think I removed the team. Yeah, this one, not Future, Godki. Sorry, I would be using the top 3. Whis as the EX, and he's red, so that's good. Goku Black is just an awesome unit, and Merge Zamasu, which is also a good unit. So those are the 2 teams I would recommend. Other than that, it just really depends on how you play and the type of techniques you use. So we're gonna hop into the gameplay and I'll explain what I did in the game. So in this gameplay, I'll be using the Fusion setup that I talked about. So Super Vegito, Kefla, and EX Gogeta. I opted to start off with EX Gogeta and switch into Super Vegito because he gets the damage buffs and the ki. So that's a nice way to just start off the combo, because Super Vegito takes a while to get his buff stacked. So just like any other challenge battle, with AI, the way to defeat them properly, well, not properly, but the easiest way to beat them is by utilizing the exploit that allows you to chain combos while drop comboing. That kind of sounds weird, but just hear me out. So the AI works in this game is kind of weird because you're able to intentionally drop combo your combos, and the AI won't punish you for that. So what this allows you to do is be able to gain a lot more ki than you're able to, and you're able to draw cards much faster. So for a strike card, right after utilizing it, you can go for a regular charge step, the ones you would do like after a ki blast. It would drop your combo, and you can go for your next card without them having to interfere. So you have the chance to gain a lot more ki and get another card. For ki blast, it's even longer. You can charge it for almost like 2-3 seconds and then go for your attack. The thing with ki blast though is that if you go for a ki blast right after, they might sometimes tap attack you, which will cut it off, but they usually go for a single tap, so you can go straight away for another card. So that's why I would recommend, if you want to chain more blast cards, I recommend stopping midway and then charge stepping and then go for the next card. For strike cards, it doesn't matter because it has precedence over tap attacks, but for blast cards, just be wary of that. Another thing that's useful to know is that after you vanish the AI's attack, always try to go for a ki blast, because if you go for a ki blast, I've noticed that they will not vanish out of a ki blast. If you go for a strike card, they'll instantly perfect vanish your ass. But if you go for a ki blast for whatever reason, they won't even try to dodge. Sometimes if you're very unlucky, they will dodge it, but most of the time, I'd say like 90% of the time, they won't vanish it. So try to go for a ki blast right after vanishing their attack, and you can just straight away start your combo. Another thing I want to add is that since in both cases with the Future and Fusion setup, you have a very powerful green unit. Well, you also have a very powerful purple, but your green unit is usually your strongest unit within those 2 teams. So I would suggest not using your rush on the blue Goku Black, because your green unit can pretty much handle him with no problem. So I'd mostly use the rush on other units. In the case with Fusion, I would say Gogeta is better than Super Vegito, so I'd use the rush on the green Goku Black in that case. In the future setup, I would suggest the opposite way because Merge Zamasu is definitely better than EX Whis, so I'd use the rush on the red Goku Black, or the yellow one. One of the challenges also is to not lose a unit, so you have to have all 3 of your units standing alive at the end, and that could be quite hard because they hit like if they don't have type disadvantage on your units, they will like straight up one-shot your units. So you have to constantly be switching your units, rotating them, so you never get caught into their combo, because if you do, they will finish you off and you'll most likely have to restart because you pretty much need all 3 of these units to finish this battle. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say. Other than that, you just have to kind of get lucky. Hope you just don't get one-shotted by their units, so constantly keep rotating. If I were to summarize the main points that you should take note of when you're doing these challenge battles, is that always charge step for a longer period of time. And oh yeah, one other thing you can do instead of charge stepping is slowly drag your character towards them. That way they will slowly drift your characters towards them after a strike or blast card. That way you can replenish your vanishing gauge faster, so that could also be another type of tactic you can use. I personally just go with the longer charge steps because I just like constantly being able to do damage. So either way, you can do each of them. So just constantly doing one of those 2 techniques is important versus these AIs. After you vanish, always go for a Ki Blast because they are likely not to vanish that, so you can start straight away with your combo. And constantly keep rotating your units just so you don't get caught into their combo because they will one-shot you. So yeah, hope this helps you guys out with this challenge battle. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe because that shit is so important, so don't forget. Other than that, have a great day. See ya.